Hello, Richard. It's a pleasure to be here, and thanks for having us in your offices. Let's start just by exploring a bit internally. When it comes to Woods Bagot, what can you tell us more about the internal sustainability initiatives that you guys are having when it comes to facilitating this transition towards zero carbon design?
So Woods Bagot is an incredibly ambitious company. Our aim is to lead the pursuit in sustainable design practices. And of course, in terms of net zero, we have some fantastic projects that we're doing. One on site now, Masdar City Square, where there is a net zero building. We're making sure that we are implementing the very best in workplace principles, but also highly sustainable, LEED Platinum, WELL Gold, and a commercially viable, high-performing commercial campus.
That's impressive to hear. Thanks, Richard. One of the hot topics, obviously, in the construction industry is making buildings and cities future ready. So when it comes to Woods Bagot, how are you actually integrating these kinds of design principles in order to also facilitate this kind of transition?
So at Woods Bagot, when we talk about sustainability, we talk about global impact. And we have developed a project roadmap that makes sure that at every stage during a project life cycle, whether it's a new building or an existing building, we are putting in place process and approach that is addressing climate-related issues. And we're even developing our own tools. We call them environmental performance tools.
Nice.
One such example is we last year purchased data that will allow us to accurately predict future weather scenarios in 2060 and 2090. So we're not just thinking about the next decade, we're thinking about the next 100 years.
That's very interesting, and especially data. Collection of data is something very important. So what do you believe is the main message that you would address to the industry out there in order to take really bold actions?
Well, we have to be honest. As an industry, we are failing. We are failing to meet those targets that were set out in Paris. And we need to facilitate a response like we saw in 2020 when the world came together in the face of a global emergency. That is the type of urgency that is needed. The responsible approach to tackling this is that we work together as an industry to find out how best we can support our clients and each other. And with COP28 coming up, there's so much focus on this, and our responsibility as a built environment to demonstrate to our partners and to our clients what we have to do if we have a hope of challenging the climate emergency.
Well, thank you very much, Richard. I would agree responsible and collective action are the key words here. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. My pleasure.